I'm Megan C, and these are my favorite ed tech projects that we did this semester. All right, one of my first ones is the newsletter. I just had a lot of fun making these, and I think it's an awesome skill that we definitely need to learn how to make them on any type of website or on a Word document, because it is something that we'll be doing as teachers for as long as our careers last. And I thought it was really important to learn not only how to make it, but like what to include, how to, put it with a theme, make sure that it's still readable for parents and students, but to make sure that you have as much information as you possibly can. So I made 2 newsletters, and this one over here for March is the one I made for my mock classroom, and I used a Word document for this one, which was pretty easy. It gave me a little bit of trouble putting pictures on there and stuff, but still not hard at all. And then for my digital learning package, I used a Google Slide to see if that would be any easier, and I ended up really liking using Google Slide, and I thought it was easier just because you could get pictures from Google right there, and they would just be added on instead of having to cut and paste and then having to move them around on a Word document. But either way, it was pretty easy. And I also really liked learning how to add a QR code that's super helpful and an easy way for parents and students to get to the other information that I have relating to the newsletter. And then next is using Screencast, which I'm using right now. I use Screencast a ton. These are only 6, but I think I still have 4 other videos that I didn't even add to this slide. I not only use them for your class, but I use them for my digital learning package, which saved my digital learning package because you can see here I was able to make screencasts for the students and their parents if they were to view my package about what they were going to find, and then I specifically made a screencast for everything on there to further explain it, explain the directions, and just give it more depth to whatever we were learning. And here's another one from digital learning package, and another one, and another one. And then this one is my STEAM project and the technology we use, but I just thought this is such a huge tool that I'll be able to use for the rest of my life, regardless if it's for school purposes or not. It's just something that I think everyone needs to learn about. I actually sent it to my friend so she could do one of her projects on it, because iMovie sometimes it's hard to cut and paste things in there. So this is just a super easy way, and it's free, so what's better? But this was awesome learning this, and really easy to use, and used it the most out of all the projects we learned. Next is EdPuzzle. EdPuzzle I didn't get to put into my learning package, which I wish I did, because this is such a fun thing that I think any teacher can use either with their class as a whole or have their students do it on their own. The fact that you can take any video from YouTube or the History Channel, or they give you so many options, and you can just kind of edit it and make it your own by adding your voice and adding questions at any time, as you can see over here, I think is so amazing. And I think it engages students, it's interactive, it's fun, the questions that you could add if you wanted to. And also you can assess, this is a way of assessing students. You can see what they're missing. I think I could, well, I know I would definitely use this as like an intro to a lesson. I would play a video like this with questions, and I'd have the class do it together, or I could have them individually do it if we have tablets at a school, and have them do it, and I could see what they're doing. I could use it in the beginning of a lesson or at the end of a lesson, I think, or even in the middle. It doesn't matter. You can use it wherever, because it's such a great tool to have. And I will definitely be making more of these as I go further along and hopefully into a teaching job, just because it's such a great tool to have and so easy to use. Again, everything that we've been taught has been super easy to use. And then last, just my overall experience, I think integrating technology into the classroom is huge. I think there also has to be a line of how much technology and how much you use and things like that. But I think just it's a life skill, like teaching students how to type and things like that. It's just something that they need to learn young and keep using it because it's something that they're going to be using forever in their life. You know, this world is only evolving to use more technology. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I'm like 50 years old and how much technology there is going to be in this world. But this class was such a great class, and I learned a ton of great things to use as a future educator, and I'm excited to use them because they're free, they're super easy to manage and just make, and it was just a fun time. I loved my class. They were a lot of fun and they were really helpful if we ever had any questions with each other. The way we were able to reach out to each other was great. Obviously, Professor, you were amazing and a lot of fun, and I loved learning more about you, and I wish we had more time in the classroom together. But it was just a great class, and I think I definitely learned where I have some weaknesses when it comes to technology. Like, Netiquette definitely tested me a little bit the first project. Um, that took me a while to do, just to gather all the information and things like that. And I learned grammar is a huge thing for me that I definitely need to do better at and get better at. But I think making projects, having an understanding of how to make them and figuring all that out, I think I definitely improved on. And it was just an awesome class, a lot of fun. I think it's one of the most important classes a future teacher could take just because, again, technology is so huge and it's going to be even bigger as the years goes on. It needs to be integrated into every classroom if possible. So thank you for an awesome, awesome semester. I'm going to miss you, and I hope you have a great summer.